with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. Having a good day. Wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. And whatever you may be. So, I tell you, just have hands full. And I'm sure you do too. I like to share things. A lot of.
I think we lost Doc there.
Yeah.
I think we lost you for a second.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of static too.
A lot of static, right? Yeah. I don't know what's. Hear that? I received an email from someone, and the person was referred to somebody I know. Turns out, yeah, I know this isn't call in. Katie, why don't you give the audience an idea about it?
Yes, you can always get a hold of the show by calling 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also go to letstalknutrition.com and go to the show schedule tab if you'd like to listen back to any old shows. We've got them archived for several years, so we've got a lot of the past shows. You know, pre-coronavirus, if you're going through something in your life, you may want to get Doc's take on it, hear from a guest. You can do that at letstalknutrition.com. You can also watch the show on YouTube. We archive the shows there as well, just in video form. Just go to youtube.com on your internet browser or on your phone if you have the YouTube app and search Let's Talk Nutrition. Make sure you subscribe to us and you will get a notification every time we go live. So that makes it a little easier for you to keep track of us. Doc's calling in and I have to answer the phone, so that's interesting. Trying to do this and answer the phone at the same time, but you know what? We're managing. Doc, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, hi. Good to talk to you. Long time no talk.
Yeah, we'll have to during the break. I'll reboot that team, Microsoft Team, or whatever it is.
We'll fix the issues. I figure people just would rather hear from you than me.
Oh no, that's not true. This is live radio, and I'm working from home, and the technology is not as good as being in the studio. It's the way it is, and we're trying to make our way and figure it out. We appreciate your patience. So I received an email from a person, and the person I was referred to, by a friend of mine, and it turns out it's a young man, and he has had 3 different forms of cancer, and he's young. And, neck cancer, lung cancer, testicular cancer. And I was listening to his story, and I said, I listened intently, and then I talked to him a little bit about my experience. And that's really, quite frankly, the first conversation I've had with someone who's had cancer in great depth, an in-depth conversation. It was an extended conversation. I haven't done that. That was the first time. I'm reluctant to do that with people. Nevertheless, I listened to him and what he's been through, And it inspired me and made me realize, how fortunate I am, no matter what I went. And and I said to him, "You're a warrior." And he's so optimistic and hopeful, and it put things in perspective. Again, and yet another reminder about what's important, and giving you perspective. And throughout this COVID-19 episode that we're going through here, this pandemic, uh, I think some people lose perspective. We lose perspective. On the other hand, I think there are many people who are gaining perspective and start to realize what's important. When humans are, it's an interesting experience when your welfare, your health, your wellness, or your welfare are threatened. Depending on how you're wired, you're going to respond in a certain way. And you can either grow from that and use it as an opportunity, not squander the moment, or you can get lost and lose perspective. So as I listened to this young man, I could be his father, right? And I thought, wow, what he's been through. And he said to me, there's no guarantees. That there's so much uncertainty. And you know that 3 times now he's had to fight that battle. He's going to appear again. And what a courageous person. And I said, maybe he called to learn something from me. I've probably learned a heck of a lot more from him, got more from him than he got from me. But that was the first time since my own encounter with that insidious disease that I really had an extended conversation with another person who has had cancer. And it was a real moment. Listening to him, I thought, wow, yeah, you were in trouble, but boy, this young man, he faces every day, and he just had lung surgery 3 weeks ago.
And is still so optimistic and has such a good mindset. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, and he was worried that they had to take part of his lung, left upper lobe, and he was afraid that he's not going to be able to do his biking and all that. He's very physically active, and that's what he was worried about. He wants to get back at it, and it's just things sometimes seem so unfair, and I keep saying the randomness of life. Sometimes things are so random. He inherited some genes that it's not his fault. And he said, sometimes you feel embarrassed, and I know that feeling because you got sick, and you have to resist that. I said to him, "It's not your fault," and it's hard to experience. It's hard to explain unless you. And I don't want you ever to know what that experience is. I would rather try to tell you what it is, and you learn from it vicariously.
I don't know if he's listening today, but I'm grateful.
Doc, just a side note, I fixed your thing. You sound great now, by the way.
Okay. Should I
You can hang
close
up
the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm getting all kind of feedback. So I wish I could tell you who he was, and if you could hear him yourself, you would see. So just try to keep things in perspective. We'll get through all of this. I'll be back. We'll talk some more.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune enhancing